Okay, welcome everyone to our respiratory system. We are going to talk about what the respiratory system is, some oils that can be used. We're going to talk about some ways to keep the respiratory system healthy, a healthy lifestyle, as well as including some supplements. So I'm going to start off by what organs are involved in the respiratory system. Anything that helps you to breathe. So your lungs, nasal passages, sinuses, trachea, bronchial tubes, diaphragm. We can get very specific in some very teeny tiny locations of our lungs, but those are just basically the main parts of the respiratory system. The goal of the respiratory system is to deliver oxygen to the rest of the body, and then to take the waste gas like carbon dioxide out of our bodies. It also allows us to talk and smell. It brings the air temperature, it brings air into our body temperature, and it moistens it with the humidity that is in the air. So that's important. So that's why sometimes at this time of the year in Michigan, we start our humidifiers and everything, because we need that humidity in our bodies. It also protects our airways from harmful substances and irritants. So when we bring in these harmful things into our bodies, that's kind of why we might get an infection, or we might have something else happen to our bodies. And I am big time with allergies, and I have asthma, and I've always been a big time mouth breather. And my ENT doctor said that I needed to breathe more through my nose, because the nose is designed to filter out all of those irritants and those harmful substances that can come into our body. So it's best to breathe in through our nose. So some of these irritants may be environmental, they may be allergens, anxiety, secondhand smoke, just anything that can be harmful to our bodies. Our respiratory system can be affected by allergies, our seasonal allergies, our environmental allergies, asthma, which causes a inflammation in the airway, making it difficult to breathe. Also, infections. We have lung infections, bronchial tube infections, influenza, colds, COVID, lots of things. Diseases. So these are things that harm our system into bringing the oxygen into our body, and also harms our getting out our waste, our carbon dioxide from our body. So things like COPD and lung cancer. And something that I didn't realize until I just did my research on this, that aging decreases lung capacity. So as you age, the lung capacity decreases, and I didn't realize that. So that's why it's important to keep our lungs healthy. And then damage can be caused to our lungs with some breathing problems. So when we are using our oils, we can apply them to many different places. Some people are real big on the reflexology points of our body, the hands and the feet. There will be different parts of the hands and the feet that are specific to different organs. But just getting our oils on our body is so important. Applying to our chest, our neck, our upper back, anywhere on our spine. I like to apply around the outside of my ears, around the sinuses, keeping it away from our eyes, of course, and underneath the nose. Those are all great places to help open up the respiratory system. So some oils, some single oils that come to our minds right away would be our eucalyptus oils. Eucalyptus radiata, Eucalyptus globius, any of our eucalyptus oils that we have are so great for respiratory system. It definitely creates an open feeling in our bodies, and it allows the breathing to move smoothly through our body as well. Frankincense. I have had great success with frankincense. It's one that I use every day, and I just kind of came across it on accident. I've always had to take a daily inhaler for maintenance. And then one day I started applying frankincense to my chest, and I don't take my daily inhaler anymore. And so it's phenomenal. I notice after a couple days if I forget to put frankincense on my chest. And so I make sure that I use that every day. That's part of my morning routine. So I've had amazing success with it. Peppermint. Peppermint is phenomenal. Keep it away from your eyes. If you do get any essential oils in your eyes, remember to use a carrier oil like coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil. Do not use water. Water will drive that oil more into your eyes, so definitely use that carrier oil. So peppermint is great for allowing the breath to move freely. Copaiba, we have both Vitality Copaiba and regular aromatic and topical Copaiba, but with the Vitality Copaiba, it is great for supplementing inflammation. And sometimes we have our inflammation in our respiratory system because of the asthma or because of some of the irritants that have entered our body. Myrtle, it has a very similar scent to eucalyptus. And I didn't realize that myrtle would be a great one for the respiratory system. But when I start talking about the blends, I should have known it because it's in some of our blends. Ravenstasera, and there's two different ones. You want the one that has the TASARA, not the one that just has the SARA. So that one is very similar to the smell of eucalyptus as well. Another one would be Adora Azul. It has a very fresh scent, and you'll notice that that one is also in one of our blends that we have. Idaho Balsam Fir is another great one, and I believe Idaho Balsam Fir is now called Grand Fir. Is that correct? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So you might have Idaho Balsam Fir in your house, but if you need to reorder it, remember that it's under Grand Fir now. Myrrh is another one. It has a warm, earthy, woody smell. And now some of our blends, RC. I mean, RC used to come in our kit, and that's how I was introduced to RC. RC is a favorite in our house. Every evening when I go to bed, I smell it because my husband bathes himself in it at night. And it has pine, marjoram, Eucalyptus radiata, Eucalyptus sidodora, Eucalyptus globius, myrtle, lavender, cypress, northern lights, black spruce, and peppermint. So it has all of the eucalyptus in it. To me, it's kind of it reminds me, I don't know, it's kind of a funky smell. It's not one that I really enjoy, but it's probably because I need it. The one that I really like is Raven. That comes in our kit now. And it has lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, Eucalyptus radiata. And that's the reason why it has the childproof cap on it, is because of the wintergreen. So wintergreen tends to be a little bit of a hot oil. So be careful with that one. But I think I like Raven a little bit better because of the wintergreen in it. I think it's just a smell preference. Breathe Again. Breathe Again is another favorite in our house. I think I have one in 3 different places for me personally in this house, and then my husband probably has 2 of his own. Plus, he has some at school. I have some at school, so it's another favorite of at our house. Blue Cypress, Copaiba, all 3 eucalyptus again, Laurea nobilis, myrtle, peppermint, Idaho Grand Fir, and this one also has rose hip oil in it. This is one that I really like. I like to put it on when I'm at school. It also gives me an afternoon pick-me-up as well. Not only does it open the respiratory system, but I find it kind of gives me that little energizing boost that I need to get through the afternoon. And of course, thieves, we're all very familiar with thieves. That is another great one. Sniffles, if you find that you need one that is already diluted and you need, instead of adding your own carrier oil, you could always go with Sniffles. It's from the Kids Scent line. It now comes in a roller bottle, which I'm so excited for, but this has eucalyptus blue, Palo Santo, lavender, Adora Azul, Ravensara, myrtle, and all three eucalyptus, marjoram, pine, cypress, Northern Lights black spruce, and peppermint. It has a ton of oils. I didn't realize it had that many oils in it. I guess I need to start using that one as part of my everyday routine. So those are just a few oils. That's a lot of oils, actually. We have a lot of oils that talk about that are great for the respiratory system. I have this book, and I got it from Life Science Publishing, and it's about respiratory system, and it actually has a ton more oils in it than what I just talked about. These are just small little books. There's, I think, 4 different books, very similar topics. So if you're looking for something specific, this is one from Life Science Publishing that I highly recommend. And it also has the reflexology points in it. And so that's another great educational tool, whether it's for you or for some of your members or your family. And then a couple more things. I'm not sure if you've ever seen these, but it reminds me of the Vicks, the old-fashioned Vicks nasal inhalers. And a matter of fact, I'm starting to see them advertised on TV now when they advertise the Vicks. But you can make your own. I got these off of Amazon, and it comes with this little filter that you can add oils to. And so this is great if you want to make your own blends. And it has a cap on it. I just didn't grab the cap. And one great blend that I like to put in this is lemon, peppermint, and lavender. And I put equal parts, so maybe 4 drops of each in like a little bowl or a little container, and then I stick this right in that bowl and it sucks it up, and then it becomes very aromatic. And it lasts for quite a while. And the great thing is the cap that goes on the bottom of this, you can pop it off and you can add more to this. And so this is a great thing for seasonal sniffles, anything that you might need to support the respiratory system. Another diffuser, you could do that same blend in the diffuser if you wanted, or you can make it in a roller bottle and roll it on your body. Another one would be 5 drops of any of the eucalyptus oils. Some people have a preference over one than the other. 5 drops of Idaho balsam fir, 2 drops of Idaho balsam fir. So 5 drops of a eucalyptus and 2 drops of Idaho balsam fir. And that can be a great blend. And then another one is 4 drops of RC, 2 drops of frankincense, and 4 drops of lemon. So you could put any of those in here, you could diffuse that, or you can make a roller bottle and add some carrier oil if you wanted. So those are just a few things about oils and supporting our respiratory system. All right, I'm gonna unmute. I think Sonia and I are both muting at the same time. Okay, that's funny.
That's awesome. I was like, wait a minute, I just unmuted. You're muting me now.
I know. I was trying to unmute you and you were. Okay, so now it's Sonia's turn.
Well, thank you, Kristen. I wanted just to add a few things. She talked about frankincense, and I never really thought that frankincense was great for respiratory. But that's what's so amazing about Young Living is you can try all different products and you can see which ones work best for your body, because you know your body and you know how your body's going to respond. And you may do really, like for me, peace and calming, I can't go to sleep at night, but most everybody else loves it because they go to sleep, and so it's great for their bodies. I do patchouli and vetiver and lavender and cedarwood, and those are just heavenly for me to go to sleep. So I think that's the thing too with Young Living, is learning about the oils and supplements and then seeing which one works best for your body. But she did say frankincense, and you get that free this month. So when you order 300 PV, I ordered 300 under my husband and 300 of me because I love frankincense too and use it daily. So I wanted to make sure I banked on that free big bottle of frankincense. The other one she mentioned was Breathe Again, and Young Living just recently made, it's over there, I don't want to run over and grab it, but Breathe Again comes in a 10 ml as a roll-on, but the one you're going to get for free this month is in a 15 ml Breathe Again, and I diffuse that so much because I love that eucalyptus and it just keeps fresh in the air, but it's also great for the air environment too, to keep it clean. So that's what's so amazing, is it's awesome for respiratory, but also helps purify your air. And that's what we want for us to breathe correctly. So that one is free as well. And I can't remember, is that 190 PV? When you order 190 PV, I can't remember. Anyways, you get it for free this month. It's one of the promos. The other thing she did mention that brought up, when I went to a training, I can't remember if it was in Michigan or Utah, at our Young Living convention, but the best way that Gary Young says for us to get benefit for our respiratory is to be in a hot shower. You can turn your back from the hot shower. I do it every day now. I take a drop of eucalyptus globulus because I started researching it for what we're going through right now in our day and age. I want eucalyptus on me all the time for my respiratory and to help strengthen my lungs. So I take a drop, I rub it on my chest. The shower's right here, and I just rub it, and I just deep breathe and deep breathe after I've done all of cleaning my body or whatever. Then that's my very end, and then I turn the water off so I don't rinse it off because I love it, and then I just get out of the shower. Now with all the steam coming in the shower and it being so hot, it's the best diffuser you can be in. So if you're struggling with being below your respiratory issue during the winter season, that is a great way for you to do it. Like if my kids aren't breathing correctly, I turn the shower on and let it steam up in the bathroom, and then I just let them have a couple drops in their hand and they breathe it that way. So it's just another way. Also, there's one way, it's the second best way, is to put oils in your diffuser like Kristen was saying. You can take a towel and put it over and kind of create your own little dome if you need more respiratory help. Because maybe you're in a season, like she said, sometimes people deal with allergies. I don't, but I do remember as a kid, every year without fail, I got bronchitis. It was awful. I thought I was gonna die. It was always around Christmas time. I remember Christmas Eve, so many parties that I would go and I would just feel like a knife was stabbing at me. It was awful. I don't like that. Nobody likes dealing with respiratory issues. It's hard. So that's what I'm grateful that we have these products to use to help benefit us, but also to help prevent these issues. So a lot of the oils that she shared, Kristen did, is totally all respiratory system. I'm going to be talking about the lifestyle and also the nutrition. And a lot of the nutrition that I've researched, it's not just respiratory, it's the whole overall immune system. When you deal with allergies or you deal with illness, your immune system starts getting shut down. It's not strong enough to defend and to fight. So a lot of the supplements I will share with you tonight is about your immune system, but take them so that you don't get with, hard respiratory issues. Okay, so lifestyle. These are all from just even Googling. All the medical have recommended this. Plus, I did my research with, this is one of my favorite books. I don't think they sell it anymore, but I love it. So for your lifestyle, to have a healthy lifestyle, to take care of your respiratory system, like she said, your lungs all here, your nose all through this way, okay? Have real plants in your home. And I'm sorry to say, I don't have one real plant in my house. So that's a naughty for me because I always seem to kill them. But that's another one. And of course, we know don't smoke because that will cause respiratory issues. They talk a lot about preventing infection. We know that during this whole COVID, what do they say? Wash your hands. So I'm so glad that Young Living has great soap for us that's plant-based and safe for us. But keeping your hands, Wash to help prevent infection. That's another way to prevent it. Another one is going to a chiropractor and just helping with your alignment in your spine. And raindrop essential oils are actually great for respiratory. I do that once a month during the winter seasons for our whole family. Another one is eliminating your sugar. And I know we're around lots of holidays and treats, so I will give you some supplements to help with that. But just eating healthy. I always say 80-20. Eat the best you can 80% of the time, and 20% you can have your little dabbles of whatever you want. Eliminating our environmental toxins, such as the air fresheners, the candles, the scented soaps, detergents. I know you guys know this stuff, but that also affects your respiratory. I know a lot of people have so many stories of when they got rid of all of their products. These are people on our team, got rid of all their chemical toxic products and switched to Thieves spray, Thieves cleaner, and all of their respiratory issues went away. It's amazing how simple that is, but all that environment can affect you with those chemicals. Another one is daily deep breathing. And we have our yoga instructor, Kristen, would testify of that. But just deep breathing, put your legs up on the wall at nighttime and just deep breathe, or deep breathe in the shower, wherever you get your quiet time, deep breathe. I just did it just now doing the abundance oil. Nice deep breath, slow. It's a great one to do in the morning, at night, or if you deal with some anxiety or stress, do that during the day, which also helps expand it. Now, you know you're going to hear this from me every time, but exercise. When I say exercise, I'm talking about getting your heart rate up, having a hard time breathing, like that is going to help your lungs. Okay, it's crazy, but it does. And so really getting an intense workout in on a regular basis. Is another one. Getting fit, drinking lots of water actually helps with your respiratory system. I'm not going to go into the details because I don't have time. And also another way to help your respiratory is getting at a healthy weight, because if you're not at a healthy weight, it makes it harder to work on your lungs, and your whole respiratory can just work harder than it needs to, which can affect all other systems of your body. So getting at a healthy weight is also another one. So those are my little tips on lifestyle. Now I know I'm going to have to go through pretty quickly these supplements. But you guys know, so it's out of stock right now, but Inner Defense, and I'm waiting for it. I make my own Inner Defense capsules when the Inner Defense, they're in my fridge, but when they're out of stock. But Inner Defense capsules are also great for respiratory. There's an oil called thyme, and it's amazing for your respiratory. But again, respiratory and immune system are going to interconnect when a lot of people deal with that whole thing. So there's that one. Longevity is also out of stock, but I bought the Longevity essential oil and I'm making my own capsules. You can buy the Longevity, and I'm going to do that. I do about 5 or 6 drops in it. Everyone's body is so different on how they can handle the essential oils, but you can make your own capsules. One, it's amazing for your skin, but again, it has thyme in it. I don't have all my notes because I don't want to go through each one specifically, but Longevity capsules are so awesome for the immune system, which helps benefit your respiratory as well. The book that I was telling Jacqueline at the beginning, it's such an amazing resource. I love my oils, but I'm telling you, my second year I started learning about supplements. I love my supplements from Young Living. I have, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. I have 2 containers of these. Can you guys see it? That my husband pull out every day, and my kids are like, oh my gosh, you look like you're taking so many drugs. I'm like, no, this is my powerhouse of supplements that is so amazing. Okay, so another one is Super B, which to me, I always think of as for energy, but Super B is so awesome. Here, it's also great for, right here, it talks about your cardiovascular and your cognitive function. B vitamins are so essential to our health. And again, it talks about your immune system because it has such a powerhouse of all different vitamins, which affects our immune system, which can affect our respiratory system. So people will start seeing that. I don't have a testimony of like which one helps me with respiratory because I don't deal with that anymore. So I don't even, I mean, I use oils like to help strengthen my immune system, and a lot of these supplements I use to help strengthen it. But after this, after we get off, I would love for you guys to share with us how it's benefited your respiratory system. Okay, another one is Detoxzyme. So I don't take this on a regular basis. I usually take Essential Zymes 4, which is now back in stock. I like these better, but Detoxzyme is a great one. Kind of like the way our respiratory works, where we need to get out the carbon dioxide. Detoxime will help detox all the stuff that we're breathing in, helps clean us out, also in our intestines. So this is awesome for the respiratory system. So I have them and I'm using them up because I'm excited for my Essential Zymes 4 back, which is another one they say to take as well for your respiratory. So I'm giving you a ton, and then you guys can decide which ones you want to get and just research them and see which one you feel led to do it, or a price, point too, for people to learn that way. Multigreens is another one. A lot of times people think of this as just energy food, but multigreens will actually help for your cardiovascular, your immune system, and it helps with your respiratory system. So this is another great one with that. Now I'm in love with the Super C chewables, as my mom is as well. And where is it? Here it is. We just love the taste of it, don't we, Mom? I love these. We always think of Super C as just immune system, but it's so awesome for our respiratory system. And if you don't like chewables, you can do the capsules. I just like the flavor of it, to be honest with you. That's another one. And hands down, sulfurzyme powder I love way better than the capsules, but you can do either or. They both do have the prebiotic in them. This one has just helped me in so many other aspects of muscles and joints and my nails and my hair, but it's so good for your respiratory and your immune system. So I do take this daily in my Ningxia Red drink, which is another one. Do you guys feel like I'm doing like an immune system spiel? But all the research I've done for respiratory, it talks about the immune system, and there's many of the like the goji, the wolfberry in this is so good for building every cell in your body. Overall, if there's any supplement tonight that you need to have, is this. Seriously, we're doing a Ningxia Red challenge in January. Join us because we have lots of friends who are donating lots of oils and free products. So join us. You just have to get 2 bottles or sachet packets to last you all month long to participate for our January one. We just know how amazing this is, and you don't have to study it. All you have to do is just drink it every day and just let it do its thing. So there's that one for your respiratory system. Mineral Essence is over there and it's out of stock. It tastes disgusting, but it's so good for your immune system and your respiratory. And then you have Juva Power. I always think of Juva Power as for our liver, and it's for our respiratory system as well. So really quick, I wanted to say vitamin C helps support your healthy lung function. Okay, so if you're not taking that, especially during the season we're in right now of 2020, take your vitamin C and your vitamin D, please, and your vitamin B. Please, 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 please make sure you have B, C, and D. This is all preventative, you guys. Preventative health, build our health. I did tell you that Ningxia Red, the wolfberry, actually supports healthy lung function. I tell my kids all the time this, like, it's so much better to prevent it than to get these issues. So take that. And then the other one for respiratory and I don't take this, Juva Power or Juva Tone. This one also specifically is for a healthy colon, liver, and also supports the respiratory system. So a lot of my research was more immune system combined with respiratory, but those 3 specifically say exactly it's for respiratory and the inner defense and longevity because of the time. So we try and keep this to 30 minutes so we can chit chat after, but thank you for joining us, and we're going to stop the recording and then we can talk.